Good morning. My name is Kristen Shepard, and it is about 10 days away from our travel study scholarship deadline. And so I wanted to walk through our application with you for anybody who is having any trouble. So first thing to note, we are starting from the Study Abroad applications page. So Maryville College Study Abroad/international/study abroad/applications. Okay, so you know you're in the right place when you see this apply here at the top. And we are going to scroll down to option number 2 here, travel study applications. So whether you are applying for Bonaire or Harlechston or Switzerland, you're going to use this application. I'm going to do a separate video for this volunteer service abroad program application, which is what you're going to use if you are going to apply to go to Costa Rica. Okay, so travel study applications. If you click on this, you're going to see actually we link both to the application form and directly to the travel study scholarship. So check out our YouTube videos for our travel study scholarship videos as well. We're going to start here with application for travel study then. And so you can choose which program you're applying for. You're going to start by giving us a little bit of information about yourself, okay? And so it's the basic stuff, birthday, address, etc. An emergency contact person. This is really important for when you actually travel. We want to make sure we have this right from the beginning to have somebody to contact in case of emergencies. The second section is academic information. Okay, so this tells us a little bit about you and what class you're in, your major, your minor. All of these questions are pretty simple, so I'm just going to keep moving on. I have current RA on campus. This really starts the reference section, even though you see it starts right below. If you are not on campus, you can just put NA or off campus, okay? References. So we do a reference check as part of this application. And the main reason for this is because this is group travel, right? So we've got groups of students traveling with 1 to 2 faculty members. And so group dynamics matters, behavior matters, seriousness of purpose matters. So this is one of the pieces that we look at when we're doing a holistic review of your application, okay? So starting with references, you'll see that one needs to be a faculty member, okay? This is going to give the faculty leaders a perspective of what are you like as a student in class, okay? And then the other one can be either another faculty member, it could be your academic advisor, it could be a staff member that knows you well, right? So if you have a work study job and you think that person would be a great reference for you, great. If it's a coach or a volunteer supervisor or anybody else on campus, that's fine, okay? Some information about your background. Have you traveled on one of our programs before? If you have, they will check in with the faculty for that program. And what's your flexibility about going on other programs if this program doesn't make or if it fills up too quickly? So you'll see this note here. It's really important. Please note that the Assistant Dean of Students, the Director of Res Life, the College Counselor, the Registrar, the Business Office, and perhaps other college officials will be consulted about your application. So this is one of those opportunities at Maryville College where we just do a quick all the way around check and make sure we have a full picture of you as a student. It's pretty likely that you're going to do an interview, so be prepared for that. This last section is learning more about you, about your goals for the program, about your background that will prepare you for this program. So you'll see we ask about language. This isn't a requirement for being selected, but it's helpful information to know if we are traveling to different places where maybe that language would be spoken. Include any information about your academic, volunteer, or extracurricular activities that might be relevant in assessing your suitability for a travel study program. So here's how I think about this. If you are an athlete who has been part of a team, that teamwork skill would be pretty helpful for you traveling on a group program. Maybe it's that you do have language skills, or maybe you've navigated other cultures before or you're involved in GCO or study abroad ambassadors. All of those things could be really helpful. So just think about what your background is and what sort of things you think would contribute to going abroad, learning about another place, traveling as part of a group, etc. Any past experience related to travel, and you'll see that we have you reflect on that experience before if you have. So if you haven't traveled before, you're going to say, I have never traveled abroad, but you're also going to answer where in the world you'd most like to go. It doesn't have to be this country. This isn't a trick where we want you to say, I really want to go to Bonaire. We really do want to get a sense of you and how you'd answer this question. And then if you have traveled before, we want to know what you would have changed, if anything, about that trip that you took. And then the final scenario for you is responding to this question, okay? So just honestly answer, what would you do? You are going to be asked to upload a statement of purpose, and this is about your goals, okay? You want to think about this program. You want to read about it. You want to know what the objectives are for this program academically, culturally, etc. And then you want to think about what you want to get out of this experience. So I recommend thinking about some of the work that you do around career in your career development plan, setting SMART goals, and I want you to come up with really three goals. Think about giving me an academic goal, a personal goal, and a professional goal for this program. And quick tip, try and tie it to the goals of the program, right? Beyond that, beyond setting your goals, part of the answer to that question is, what do you expect to gain? But also, going back to what we were asking about above, about your background and experiences, this is your chance to expand upon that. What do you expect to contribute? Why are you the most valuable player for this program? What has prepared you to travel abroad? And overall, what you're looking at using this essay to do is tell us, how does this program fit into your life? It ought to be something more than, I just really want to experience traveling. We got it. We love it. Travel's awesome. But for the purposes of this essay, you want to be able to articulate a little bit more than that, okay? So you can see that we're guiding you with these questions. It does not have to be a question-answer format. We do want the answers to all these questions in this statement of purpose, okay? And so then the rest of this is really just reading, checking, agreeing, and it ends with an application fee, okay? This $100 fee is not used towards the final cost of the program, so that's important to know. But also in this time of COVID-19, know that we are going to give you very clear indicators when we are going to start spending your money. So as of right now, this fee is refundable if we don't go, okay? And we will be very clear about the time where money starts to become non-refundable, okay? So as of right now, applying, it's risk-free in terms of us choosing not to go on the program, right? So if we cancel the program, I'm going to give you this money back. But know that this is also a serious commitment, right? So we don't want students to apply for these programs who don't have a realistic ability to pay for it. You should have a clear financial plan. You should be discussing this application with your parents and family and academic advisor and have a really clear idea why you're applying and what the value of this program is for you. Okay, and if you want to talk about any of that, I'm happy to do it. And I hope this video helps a little bit. Have a great day.